Devil Survivor 2.
What's up, everyone? This is Meghan Sullivan from IGN here with John Hardin, and we are going to play some Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker.
Hey, everyone. What's up?
All right, so you're our main guy from Atlas, and you're going to walk me through this game and talk a little bit about the fact that it is an enhanced port of Devil Survivor 2, which came out in 2012.
Yeah, it's we've taken the game, we've completely re-edited it, and recorded dialogue for all the story bits. So there's a ton of that charactery, voicey, acty goodness in it. I'll stop skipping that intro movie at some point. But I know right off the bat, people are going to wonder, like, wait a minute, Devil Survivor 2 is my favorite game of all time. I've beaten it on the DS like a zillion billion times. I don't have to play through the game. Well, good news is you can skip right to the new section, which is this battle against the Triangulum.
Oh, okay. And how much content is in there? How many hours are we looking at?
This is probably, the new content's probably at least 30 to 40 hours, or maybe 20 to 40 hours if you're like super good at
That's an entirely new game. Like that's the length of some games.
It's
crazy.
There's a ton of game in this game.
It's the ultimate game.
Oh yeah, and there's difficulty levels too. So you've got Blessed, which is, or Blessed, I guess, if you want to be jerked about it, or Apocalypse difficulty. Up to you.
If you just really want to be crazy.
Yeah, if you want to go like whole hog on this thing.
So for those who are not already familiar with Devil Survivor, can you talk a little bit about what the type of game it is and a little bit about the story and characters?
It's a strategy RPG. You start off, you're a high school student finishing up exams. Your best friend Daichi says, "Hey, we should download this cool app that shows you videos of people dying."
Okay, your friend is really weird.
Yeah, totally a normal thing to do. And then as you're leaving your exams and heading to the subway, you get a video of you and your friends dead in the subway that you're heading towards. Super creepy. And that, of course, actually starts or heralds the end of the world. Japan and the entire world is thrown into this weird situation, or demons start showing up.
That sounds very bad.
People start controlling demons with cell phones, or summoning demons with cell phones and giving them orders and bossing around, and a lot of really bad goes down.
Oh my gosh, there is so much craziness. I mean, you can summon demons with cell phones.
Yeah.
I got my cell phone on me, and I gotta tell you, I don't think I can. Can I do it?
Try harder.
Nope.
There's an app for that.
There's got to be an app around the world somewhere for that.
But yeah, actually, I wonder if we can even bring up one of those. There we go.
And what is it? It says Nicaea?
Nicaea.
Nicaea. Okay. What is Nicaea?
This is the actual app that is it, the Death Face app. This is one of the videos you get. It's Daiichi dead in the subway.
Oh, grim.
No big deal.
Super grim.
But yeah, this is a Devil Survivor game, so it's got some time-based elements to it. You can see we've got the day and time up there. We have these events that are marked off with clock, and it means that we can, everything we choose will advance time 30 minutes.
And that's part of the strategy. You want to make sure that you use your time well.
Yeah, because as you go through and you talk to these people that you meet along the way, you'll build your relationship with them. Sort of similar to Persona, but not quite. And
is there a name for that system in particular?
It's just the Fate system.
Oh, well, that's a pretty good name right there. Okay,
Fate
and so
bonds.
The Fate bonds. So it
sounds a little bit more dire than social links, I guess.
It does. Sounds a little more serious. But if I spend time with people, that will what? That will let them help me more in battle?
Yeah, and you build relationships with them, and it also helps determine the ending you get. There's multiple endings for the game, so there's possibilities that you can miss people completely, or not be able to get everything on the first playthrough. But right now we're going to be in the.
Because this is a Shin Megami Tensei game. You gotta do some fusion.
It is SMT, so we're going to go on the app for Cathedral of Shadows.
Ooh.
And we're gonna make us an unknown demon right here, Dionysus, the Omega demon.
It looks like he has some pretty cool powers.
He does. He's got a high agility, high magic value. Maybe Mowdown isn't the best for him, but poison attacks are always cool. Paralyzed attacks are super cool. I don't think we're gonna run into any other Omega demons, so that race bonus may not be the best. Berserk's Can't go wrong with Berserk.
So can you talk a little bit about, for those who are not familiar, because I know there are different kinds of skills. There's like a command skill and a passive skill.
Let's go back to that. The command skills, these are the active ones that you can choose in battle. Passive skills, this means there's a chance that attack will paralyze someone, a chance that will poison someone. You can see the passive abilities here. The offensive race attack, you can do additional damage to demons of the same race. But again, Omega's not super common, I don't think, so we're not gonna pick that. If it was a beast, yeah, you're gonna run a lot of the beast demons. So yeah, it's passive. Again, don't cost any mana to use. Counter instead. And then the racial skills as well. These are another passive. I mean, sometimes it's passive, sometimes it's active. And then we're just gonna fuse this thing. Demons are gonna object a little bit for being turned into fusion fodder.
I would. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Zowie. We've got a Dionysus. Is that the god of wine?
Yes, that is. That is the ancient Greek god of wine.
Sweet.
It's all about partying.
Let's get drunk and fight people.
Yes.
Atlas does not condone getting drunk and fighting people.
Does make me want to go out and watch Drunken Master too, though.
So we're going to drop him in our party there. We've got Irie that's now demonless. So we're going to actually try and get a demon for her real quick at the auction.
That's a good idea. Oh, tell me about auctions.
Yeah, this is, in some of the other SMT games, you negotiate for demons.
Right.
Talk to them, try and get them to join your party, pay them off, coerce them through whatever. Here, you've got just basically demon eBay.
A demon eBay.
Yeah, so we're gonna, you can pick which one we want. This, level 17 is pretty decent. Gold, this gold auctions for pretty decent, really good demons, but we don't have enough money for the really, really good one.
Right, and they have stars next to them, which tells you a little bit about.
Yeah, so like a 3-star is pretty middle of the road. 5-star may have some like advanced skill that is not common. 1-star, probably stay away from it. It's probably got really crappy stats.
But we were talking about this earlier about how just because it has 5 stars doesn't necessarily mean it's a 5-star demon.
Yeah, it's really figuring out what's going to work the best for you in terms of, your party. Like if you have a lot of really strong demons that don't have any health and you get wiped out, you're gonna want to make sure that you have some tanky demons or ones that can soak up some damage instead of the ones that just get wiped out instantly.
Right.
Because this is an SMT game and things can change on a dime.
Yes, they can.
Like everything's going good and you're dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see here we're gonna bid against Judah and Mayone. And they'll have these little, they give an estimate for what they're gonna bid. So both of them have these super smiley faces, so they're probably gonna up their bid. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this one.
We're gonna try.
We don't even have that much money. We're gonna try. We'll bid everything but 6 Maca. And we won!
Nice. Well done.
We overpaid by 100 yen. Or 100 Maca. We'll pay it. Alright, fine, jerk.
Nice. And now, Io has a demon. Yeah. And I noticed that you can equip 2.
Yeah, so like the Devil Survivor before it, let's jump into this free battle right here. So free battles are ways that you can grind up XP and not have to worry about wasting time. So we've got just have to beat up all these demons. And you can see on the top screen there, it's the locations of where all the demons are. Bottom screen is where we're going to actually put everyone. I don't think we're not going to have any really good skills to crack here.
All right, so you mentioned skill cracking, so let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry. So when you look at your team, everyone has these skills to use, but they all come from a common pool, which means that you're going to have to decide who gets what, and you can't double up. Like I can't equip Diorama because Io's got it. So we're going to give her a couple healing and refresh support skills and fire dance.
So each character, I assume, sort of has a particular strength.
Yeah, you can look at their stats. She's got a high magic value, so we're going to give her some good, anti-fire. I think all of our other good magic things are elsewhere. Money bags.
Money's always good.
Money. Auto skills. We don't have very many of those available to us right now, but these are something that that automatically get cast. Like this hit evade is really good if you have a really squishy damagey team. Tailwind +5 agility is also really good too. And that's something that'll get cast at the start of battle. And let's see, we will have to position everyone, so we will put people on our little starting grid because it's a SRPG, and then you'll see a turn order up top, and we'll get going, and we'll try and beat up one of these Moshuvus that are flying around like little flying jerks. This guy, you're gonna die. I'm gonna murder you so good.
Buddy.
So again, like SMT or Persona games, you can see their strengths and weaknesses up there. So these guys actually reflect lightning, and the one in the middle will absorb lightning and use that to heal itself.
I don't think you should use lightning. Is
No,
what I'm thinking.
Lightning sounds like a terrible idea. They're weak against wind, and I think our next. We're going to do Berserk because Berserk sounds awesome. And we'll do this Force Dance because they're all weak to wind. Hopefully get a good number of them. No! Stop with your lightning shenanigans. But yeah, you'll see this three-party setup. If we actually kill... The person in the middle is always the leader, so if we kill... I'll just focus down this one, and if we manage to kill her, we'll actually... beat her completely because we've defeated the leader.
Okay, but you don't always want to do that because you want to, if you have someone who has a skill crack assigned to
exactly
a demon, you want to make sure that that person kills that demon so they can get that power.
Precisely. Right? So yeah, if we don't want to miss out on any of that because that stinks. There's some people that have the ability to. Can we fight? Oh yeah, we can totally fight one of these things. So Io, she's kind of magic heavy and support heavy, so this may not end super well. They're really weak to fire, and we don't really have any fire ability.
I thought Dionysus had fire though. I think he had fire dance.
He does, but he's with our main character who is in the complete wrong spot.
Oh man.
So we're gonna hit this middle guy with some wind and see if we can. Oh yeah. We'll taunt with him because he's very tanky, and we will try and paralyze everyone because that'll save us. Oh yeah.
All right, so you got 2 out of 3. Not bad.
I'll take it.
All right, they missed.
Sucker. Ha. Oh, nope. Nekomata got paralyzed.
Oh no.
She's got an extra turn, though. Paralysis means it only has a percentage chance to work. And she missed.
Oh, no.
And we're going to get paralyzed again.
Nope.
Haha, they all missed. Suckers. She has a second move? I guess so. This must be one of her special abilities. Or maybe an ability to move after... she takes a turn.
Is that one of her equipped moves, or is that just something special to her?
I think that may be one of the demon passives or racial abilities.
So that's a good example of the kind of passive skills that you can. And again,
it's good for a person like her where you can move in, beat up people, and move out again. Not, especially if she has some really weak demons with her. Oof! Again. Oh, haha! Weak to fire. Get burnt. That sounded tougher in my head.
That's okay, as long as it does a trick.
Ouch. I enjoy that he critical our most HP intensive character. Stupid Mokoi. Torch this thing.
So during cutscenes and stuff like that, we'll actually get to hear the English voices.
Oh yeah, I should do that. I haven't done that yet. I'm terrible.
That's okay.
No. Go away, Moshuvu.
Man, I don't like you.
Whap.
And free battles are basically, again, they're all about level grinding and not having to worry about the clock.
If you play with someone, or you play a battle and you have a really tough time, or you didn't beat it, then reload an old save and go back and try and grind up a little bit on these free battles, get some more experience, or maybe crack a useful skill, and then try the actual event battle again. So I'm just guarding, trying to get out of this stupid. Boy, so many enemies. Go away. Go away.
So let's talk about the strategy element. So we can actually see the field right now.
Yeah.
And so are there characters where it's more advantageous to have them go towards certain enemies and fight them, or draw their aggro? Is it better to have everyone?
I'm not the best strategist at this. I try and protect people like Io and Irie that are really squishy, and the squishy magic users. You don't want them to be charging head on into a group that can get surrounded. So you try and filter them into choke points or block them off with some of the stronger people that can take some beating on. And also, you need to look at what skills are available too. If you're trying to pick skill crack and you send your weakest person after the strongest demon, that's not necessarily the best way to go about it.
Probably not.
Let's see, retreat. We're gonna piece right out of that, and I'll show you this one with Joe. Joe.
Huh. Didn't see you there. You tracked down that Fumi chick? I didn't find her here.
Joe's kind of the cool guy.
Let's.
You can tell he's got his hipster glasses on and his kind of swimming suit.
You are a curious one, aren't you? Actually, my girl's in the hospital. Actually, she's in this hospital.
And these are your options, and that plays back into the fate system, depending on what you say.
Yeah, there's sometimes you can be a real jerk to people. Like I especially enjoy being a jerk to Daichi, your best friend, but it's not always the best option for getting towards the good endings.
So here we can hear the actual voice acting.
About that, I didn't actually see her. Seeing her now would be just messy. You know what I'm saying, right? Awkward. Oh, but hey, the nurse said she definitely didn't recognize the place in the death video. Great. Well, why don't we try somewhere else? Yep, on we go.
See you later, Joe. Yeah, let's see if I can find a new demon.
And that conversation, ultimately, depending on how you answer questions, will possibly strengthen their ties. And it's not just affecting the ending, right? Like, it does give you some sort of battle. Benefits.
Oh, hey there.
This is Irie. You meet her down. I forget if it's Nagoya or Osaka, but she's another person of the secret gyps group that's trying to help you out.
Right. So let's talk about this secret sort of group that you join, because it's not just a bunch of kids who just happen to have this app.
Yeah, it's they have the distinguished honor of being competent, and they help someone out from the secret group, escape certain defeat early on, and she invites them to their secret headquarters in Tokyo, where they promptly get arrested and promptly escape and run away, only to find out that there's more trouble and they need to come back and help out, and find their friend Daichi, who goes off on kind of a solo mission to try and help everyone out. So they travel. There's a secret network of trains under Tokyo or all the major cities, so they're commuting back and forth, and weird stuff goes down. But it's a lot of it centers around the gyps, JP apostrophe S, and yeah, it's all rolled into that.
It gets crazier from there.
Yeah, you go from I just finished my school exam to we need your help to help save the country / world in the span of about a day.
And again, for those who have already I already played the game, why should I go back? Well, there's a whole new section at the end of the game that has like at least 20 hours more of content.
Yeah.
And that's all voice too, I hope.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
And there's some twists, turns, plot differences.
Oh, okay. This is good to know.
It's not, it doesn't reuse stuff. There's all new settings, all new setups. It's very, very, very interesting. And it's, I think people that are really engrossed into the Devil Survivor series and stories are really going to love it. And if you never tried it, it's a good one to start with.
This is, because I actually didn't play I loved the heck out of the first game. I never got a chance to play the second game. So this is a good excuse to play this game. When does this game come out?
This one's coming out May 5th. And you mentioned the first game, Devil Survivor 1 or Devil Survivor Overclocked for the 3DS. These are both standalone titles. Like, these worlds don't tie together. So, if you've never played Overclocked, you can get into Record Breaker.
Yes, absolutely. But I suggest that people play the first one as well, because
it's fantastic.
It is really good. It's really intense. And if you're into Persona, then you're going to love these games as well. If you're into SMT and you played SMT4, this is another thing. But there's its own twist, as you can see. It's a strategy RPG.
Yeah.
So. All right, so I think this is a good place to stop. Cool. Thank you so much, John, for coming in and answering all our questions about Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. It is coming out in May, so if you guys want to check it out in May, you probably should. And for all your Devil Survivor needs, keep it locked here to IGN.
Woo! Thanks, Megan.
Thank you.